That was letting you know. He was letting you know he applying the pressure. He let you know, nigga, I'm Atlanta.
But
like,
what I love about that is he jumped the fuck out, right? But he didn't diss old girl. He didn't go at old girl and be like, bitch, da, da, da. Like he just said, look, this is where I'm at, and I'm out. Love the city. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't cause no kind of friction with that record.
At all.
I mean, he did, but you know what I'm saying? Like he didn't like go with nobody's neck, bro. Like I think he respects the game. I think he respects like what she was trying to do, and he's just like, look, I'm me, and this is where I'm at, and I can still spit. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, I mean, that's just straight. Let me remind you who I am. Like, let me remind you that I got bar work for you. If you want it, I can do it to you. Right. But I know what it is. You trying to get some attention. I heard my name. Just wanted to remind you, I ain't no bitch.
Yeah, he handled that very professionally and like an OG should. And I applaud him on his vernacular that he used, because he definitely didn't call her out her name.
It's better than
he ain't heavily disrespect her or nothing, you know what I'm saying? So, but he made his point. I think they know back on the way from dude, man. He got Fast and Furious money. Leave him alone.
And bigger than like just his roots to music. Like that dude got roots to like ATL radio. Like he's heavy ATL. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And see, the thing people forget is that he was born in Illinois. That's it. Just because you born somewhere don't mean that's where you from. You know what I'm saying? You from where you was raised, basically. That's how I feel. You know.
To the radio point.
Do we got some Atlanta cats? Anybody from ATL on here?
Anybody from ATL in the building? I don't know ATL today. Okay.
So
I will tell y'all this. We had Omeretta on Rude Girl Radio 2-3 weeks ago, and I think the biggest thing from this to take away is that independent artists, there's a way to get your music seen, get it heard. Luda just responded to a local artist. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Shout out Omeretta.
Hold on.
They gonna know who she is. They gonna find out who she is just because their response right there. He just let her know, just like Dre did. I'm still Dre. Don't forget who I am. Don't forget where I started from. You know.
Yeah, but now we gonna find out if she really about her shit though, because she might just get this wave and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Luda been in this motherfucker for generations. You know what I'm saying? Decades.
Yeah, Luda just cut some water off with that. He just cut some water off with that one right there.
Well, I'll say this: it don't always work. It don't always work because here in Houston, there's a chick, y'all probably know her more than I do, and I'm from here, but her name is Just Brittany. She tried to do something like that about Houston, and I mean, kind of played herself a little bit. So, you know.
Well, with old girl, you know, like after that joint dropped, I actually went and looked her up. She got a couple of records. She got a couple of videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a huge fan of her music as a whole from what I've heard, but it's not like this is like, okay, this is my first attempt at trying to do something. You know what I'm saying? So, like anything and everything else, yo, we gotta see, you know, can she follow it up? How hard she follows it up, and you know, or will she be like that legendary one-hit wonder and be
right? I mean, the proof was in the pudding, like you said.
And
like, you know.
And the thing about it is she could put in the work for other records. They just may not hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, she might drop 15 albums. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They don't hit. So
yeah. But I think her point was accomplished, and she's been a talk of the town in Atlanta because she called out specific neighborhoods.
Yeah.
And try to that's a very slippery slope anywhere. So that's been the talk of the town for them for a minute. And then the fact that, you know, Luda had his name attached to it, other people, they feel away. But to Raymond's point, Luda actually started out in radio.
Right.
Yes,
and you know, he is when Atlanta was not popping like that. When it was considered quote unquote country. He was they're holding it down.
People forget Luda and Lala started, you know what I mean? They started in ATL, you know what I'm saying? I mean, look at where Lala at today, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
And again, going back to what you said, see, you know, before that shit was really getting recognized in the ATL, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to add to that point, Skills asked the question, has ATL been running the music game longer than the rap game longer than New York? Now, that's a no. That's a no. Because, you know, if hip hop is 40 years old and ATL's only been running it for 15, like math is math. You feel what I'm saying? But essentially, we're in an era now where these cats that are Omeretta's age don't remember pre-Atlanta hip hop. You feel what I'm saying? Like they think, or they possibly might think that like Atlanta was always like one of the hip hop meccas. We know better. You know what I'm saying? Like we
I saw that the other day. Someone said ATL the mecca of hip hop, and I was fucking like, oh my God. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Why didn't you send it to me so I could have laughed at him for you, bro?
Oh my God, I'd have gave him a history. I'd have gave him a history so bad, Raymond, they'd have been like, yeah, let me take this down.
Well, you know, automatically it had to be one of the younger ones because, you know, everybody else knows.
I
think they're just confused with their vernacular. They're not sure what Mecca means. They mean it. They might mean it's the Paris of hip hop.
Fact.
Well, let me say this though, and I don't say this because of where I'm at. I think Skills' question could have been actually replaced instead of Atlanta saying the South. And the reason why I say that is because when the South really started picking up was around 97. So if you do the math, and I'm not talking about Atlanta, I'm talking about the South as a whole. When you do the math, since 97, it's really been since around that time. And I say that because of your no limits, you know what I'm saying, and your cash monies. Now, I wasn't no fan of that shit back then, but when that shit touched down, when it touched down, everybody was on it. So I think he could have actually made Skills, what I'm saying, in that post, he could have actually made had a different conversation going if he said the South rather than just Atlanta.
Well, for me, and I get you on that because, you know, you can't forget about the 3 6s, the Ball and G, all of them around the same general era time frame, you know what I'm saying, pre-cash money and shit was really starting to make some noise. But I think in Skills doing that, it was more so like you wouldn't say the Northeast, you know what I'm saying, or you wouldn't say East Coast, you say New York. So I think that's probably why he said Atlanta. You know what I mean? Like I get that, but I feel like the South, like, you know, I feel like that's an unfair thing. Like, oh, when we talk about East Coast rap, essentially niggas is talking about New York. When you talk about the South, you talk about like 9 fucking states of music. You know what I'm saying? That's unfair, bro. So
yeah,
you know,
this spans all the way to Florida, to, you know what I'm saying, to Texas. Yeah.
Yeah, so I get it. But like I said, I disagree because like I said, if you just go off of just basic math, nah, bro, New York got that. You know what I mean? But like I said, we can't forget that we are in a time where these kids doing it don't remember pre-Atlanta. And also, you know, every dynasty must die. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not saying New York is dead, people. Like, I'm not saying that. But the torch has been passed. So I think that's where that quote-unquote Mecca, yeah, words mean things, and that's not what that means. But the current if you had to say the current capital of hip-hop would be Atlanta, I wouldn't argue that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if you say the Mecca is New York,
we're gonna play some music. We gotta play some music on this note. This is gonna get sensitive as shit, man. I don't know. Like, I gotta give Atlanta their props. I ain't gonna sit up here. I gotta give everywhere their props because to me, everywhere almost has had it at a time. Shit, even Nelly and them had it at a time. So the bar or the torch or the belt, however you want to call it, it's moved around for sure.
Yeah, don't forget about the West Coast.
The West Coast has had it. There's no question. Saying it's moved around. It has moved around.
Mm-hmm.
I think Atlanta, Florida, Texas, New Orleans. Everybody's had it. I think Atlanta has it still right now.
Yeah, it's just the influence of trap has been for so long now. That's why it feels like ATL been had it for so long. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, not only that, you get a lot of people that just pick up and move to Atlanta.
Straight up.
They'll take their music whole career and move to Atlanta, even if they ain't from Atlanta.
That was basically the basis of that song from Omeretta, right? Was everybody was coming to Atlanta trying to claim Atlanta. I mean, that was basically the premise of the joint.
Hell, Too Short to tell you he did that shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know about that.
But people forget like ATL got to look all the way back to Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown went and fucking got busy.
No, yeah, like Too Short said that shit. Too Short. I came out here for what, 93 Freaknik?
Yep.
Yeah, and never left. My thing is you can't call something.
I was doing the damn thing, and it was like, shit, Bobby,
my thing is you can't call your city Black Hollywood and not expect all the black celebrities or black people that want to be celebrities to come down there. Like, give it up. It's just your city's the spot. This is where people come to blow up. It is what it is.
And that's why I think that's why the youngsters call it the Mecca. Like you said, they're using the terms wrong, but I think that's where they take the terminology, like, because that's where everybody going, Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, let's ride, let's pick up, go to Atlanta.
They said, nah, not St. Louis. They never had it like that.
Nelly had a moment, bro. You got to get him in there.
Nelly got ran over just now. Okay.
Hold on.
No, St. Louis never had it. Name another rapper that's not from not Nelly or the St. Lunatics who had a platinum record.
No, you're right, but that's what I'm saying. But he had a moment. That whole crew had a moment.
He had a moment. St. Louis did it.
They was as a crew. They was on top for a second. It might have been a microsecond. Go ahead.
Hold on. Let me throw it out there like this, because we always make sports analogies. That motherfucking Nelly is the fucking what? 04 Pistons. He got in. He won the ring.
Facts. Facts.
Now,
but compare that to Houston. How many platinum artists do we got out of Houston?
Yo, hold on. I'm tired of y'all shitting on my man Chingy like that, man.
Hey,
he had a couple.
Hey, Touche.
Real quick.
If that's the case, then we can't shit on the Midwest, because it's really technically that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hold on.
But St. Louis got the look. You know what I mean?
Real quick, Smino's from St. Louis too, man. So they definitely put out some talent. Smino's a super.
Oh wow, I thought Smino was UK. Okay, word. He getting a lot of looks right now. Smino's dope, man. He getting a lot of looks right now.
He's burning songs down.
Let's play a couple more joints.